Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Halo Infinite Series 1/18 scale Frederic-104 with the DMR. This is the packaging that it comes in, pretty much traditional what we're used to seeing from this line. Halo at the top, Master Chief there on the bottom along with the nameplate. On the back of the packaging, you can see the entire Series 4 lineup if you're interested. I found this at Target for $9.99. They didn't have the entire wave, but they had half of it. So we're going to be doing a review for those 3 figures that I found. And so don't forget to subscribe. Here on the side of the packaging, we have the UNSC at the top, Halo at the bottom. On this side, we have the logo along with the Halo at the bottom. I guess the most important thing on the bottom here is the UPC. So you could use that maybe to call your local Target or your local store, maybe even, because UPC is pretty much universal all throughout this product. So at least it's worth a try, at least if you definitely want to find this figure. Alright, with that being said, let's go and take a look at Frederic outside the packaging. Alright, here's Frederic outside the packaging. He looks pretty cool. I like the light blue color armor with the black undersuit. Looks very, very nice. I mean, that's pretty much 90% of his aesthetic and paint. His helmet has this gold visor. Pretty cool. We have a little bit of gray here on the front of that breathing apparatus on his face. A little touch of gray there on the side. A little black. A little dot there. Inside. Pretty nice. Pretty cool looking helmet. There's some black right in there, painted little squares. We have 104 on his chest. We have some maybe gray there on it. Kind of like connectors. A little black and a little bit of red there in the center. Black dots throughout the armor. Pretty nice. On the side of his arms, like his shoulders, we have this piece of armor that has like this knife inside. You can see here it's separated. It's a gray handle. Unfortunately, those do not come out. Those are just for appearance. But they're on both sides. Look pretty awesome. I like those. Do wish they came out though. Pretty nice. Like I said, but the rest of his body, it's just blue armor with the black undersuit. Really no extra features. All of it's up on his chest and his head. So there's a 360 look at him. And we'll do some more angles. Here on the back with a pig on the back. It's pretty nice. Some more angles. You can take a look at that head sculpt and the chest armor. Top of the helmet. On his feet, has pig holes. Looks pretty cool. Like I said, for $9.99, this is a great bargain, great figure. Pretty nice. The joints are a little tight on some of my figures. I might have to heat this guy up. So we might have a little issue with our articulation section. Alright, so let's go and take a look at the articulation. On the head, you're not going to get a full 360 rotation because of this piece right here. You can see that right there is a large joint. It is very tight. I won't have to heat that, but it looks like that he can look down and up, and then maybe you might be able, no, maybe not. You might be able to angle his head and get a 360 rotation. I don't know. I don't have a hairdryer handy right now for this, but it goes to show that regardless of brand you buy, what company it is, you may have to heat up. I don't think it's really the company too much. It's more or less the manufacturing process. The arms are on a ball joint to rotate 360. They go up about this much, but then you have that piece here that hits the armor, so it's going to really limit your reusability. So we can bend the elbow about 90 degrees, 360 rotation. Does hit that knife though. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, even fanning, trying to put the arms out, you can see that this back pack hits the his back armor hits the shoulder pieces. Here we have like a diaphragm movement. It's almost like a joy toy design there. Pops right back on. Very nice. Oh, it's a little stiff. It probably needs one extra heated. So you have diaphragm side to side, back and forth a little bit. I don't think he has, no waist swivel here. For the legs, again, the thigh armor hits the belt, and you can't get any further. Now, I'm not going to force that. I hear that creaking. He's definitely going to need some heating. Tries to, he got good. Well, he has double jointed knees. A little stiff. Pretty good. Let's try his feet. That's tight. That was really tight. Yeah, it's like they're on a joint. They pivot down until this back heel is going to hit that piece. You have your 360 rotation around the heel. And a little bit up. And not too much down, but pretty much back to stationary on that. But I like the figure, like fantastic. Addition to my Spartan army. I've been collecting these from Series 1, so they put out several of these, which is great. I'm still waiting on a red one. I want a red version. That's really tight. A red version of a Spartan, just to round out the colors, for me at least. Now he has this assault rifle. This gray with some black on it. A black scope, little black touches here. The handle's black. I think they call, what do they call this? A DMR? And here we got this piece again. And this is just going to be a nightmare to try and get these to fit in his hand. And then he has a peg here. Fits on the back. Pretty cool. Not sure how hard this is going to be. Yeah, he's got a nice large gap in his hand there. Let's see how hard this is. Because he has it on the front, then he has it on the bottom. It's just like, if it's not perfectly sculpted and molded and toleranced, it can be a real nightmare. Because normally you could just stick it on the front and then twist it in. Now you got this piece. You got to get that center one. It's worry about breaking that piece. His fingers are kind of large. I can get that to fit. Well, I want to try it off camera because I can't do it through the camera. It's really tight. Alright, so I got it in there, as you can see. So it does actually fit a little better than Eva's, if you see my Eva's review. Okay, you can raise that pretty nice, so you can bring his other hand up. Oh, look at that, that's pretty cool. That's not bad at all. I do like that. I wish I could get a little better up by his face, so you can make he's looking through the visor. Oh, look, it's kind of a little bit indented on the gun. Looks like represent like a drill barrel. But that's not too bad. You can at least shoulder it for the most part. Might get a little better if you have time just to mess around with it. That's really cool. And then, of course, he comes with the display stand that they all come with. You can connect them all together, create different terrains if you like. And all you have to do is just pick the peg hole into the bottom of the foot. And you got yourself a stand. If I can hit the hole. Yeah, there you go. Here he is. Very nice. I like the figure. I like it a lot. little stiff on this Series 4, but nothing a little heat can't fix. Very nice. Let's do a comparison with his Eva. Very nice. That's how they compare. I do recommend these figures. I think they're a fantastic value for what you're getting compared to everything else. When you're now paying, $35, $60 if you collect Acid Rain. But so great value. If you're a Halo fan and you're a 1/18 scale fan, I highly recommend these. Very cool. Hope you guys like this review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you can see more Halo and other 1/18 scale action figure reviews, along with some 1/12 scale figures that I pick up here and there, especially G.I. Joe Classified. Don't forget to thumbs up for me. Really help me out. Comment down below. If you have any questions or comments, share the video. You can comment down below, like if you have these, you want these, you don't like them, you do like them, what your thoughts are. I like reading different collectors' opinions and, throughout the community. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next review.